Not happy with that classic composite signal coming from your Laserdisc player? Do you cry yourself to sleep at night thinking about how your high-def TV treats your Laserdisc collection?
Well, grab that Pioneer beast of a machine from the guest room because I'm going to show you how to clean that picture up for just a few bucks.
Now, before we get started, I have already calibrated my television to work through the Panasonic using a copy of Video Standard. As some of you know, a while back I had ordered Video Essentials and it arrived unfortunately broken, split in half through the mail. The seller was very gracious, and although he did not have a second copy of Video Essentials, he sent me this instead, but it works just as well. It's got the blue filter in it and the manual and all that good stuff, so I was able to calibrate the color and the picture of my Vizio as best as I can, given the fact it's a low-end television. And if you're interested, I recently saw a video by Peter Biancardi where he's using Video Essentials to configure his television, and a lot of the things on Video Essentials are very similar to the tools that Video Standards has. So I directed that video on his channel, and a shout out to Peter. Great video. We're not here to discuss audio, so I'm not going to show you my entire system. Since we're only concerned with the video, what you see before me is my Pioneer CLD D504 Laserdisc player and my Panasonic DMR-ES20 video recorder. Big shout out to my dad. He gave me both of these excellent machines, and it certainly makes viewing Laserdiscs far better. I do want to note that the Panasonic does not perform any scaling. It only outputs 480i or 480p. Now, the progressive signal I've tested before, and when I have the Panasonic convert the interlay signal to progressive, I get a smear effect on the video. I don't get that when I send the television the 480i signal, so the TV is doing a better job at scaling and line doubling. So again, the Panasonic is not doing any type of scaling. I'm leaving that up to the television. My television is a low-end Vizio E601i-A3. You can look up the specs if you'd like on that. However, the spec sheets do indicate it has a 2D comb filter in it. I don't know the chip, I don't know the quality of the comb filter, but as we're going to see in the following demonstrations, its comb filter is inferior compared to the Panasonic. So here's our first comparison between the SMPTE test patterns directly to the television and through the Panasonic. What you're looking at right now is the composite out from the Laserdisc player directly into the composite in of the television. As you can see, there's heavy artifacting. One thing you'll notice is a shimmy to this still frame. It's something I've not been able to explain, but when I run a line from the composite output from the Laserdisc player directly to the back of the television, I get this shimmy on still frames. Not when the video is actually playing, it's okay, but only on the still frames. If anybody knows what that is or why that might be occurring, I'd be interested to know. I've not been able to explain it. Now what you're looking at is the same test pattern, but the Laserdisc player is being fed through the Panasonic. As you can see, a lot of that artifacting is now gone. It's a clear picture. You can read the numbers, and the shimmy is gone as well. Finally, I like using Aladdin when I'm testing video because the colors are so vivid and it's very easy to see combing and other types of artifacts in the video. And again, the first series are without the Panasonic and the second series is with the Panasonic, and it's a very drastic difference. You can also see a slight difference in the color. Now, I'm not using a video capture card, I'm simply using my camera, so please excuse some of the swirls, the glare, and of course I'm really close to the TV so you can see the pixels. So this was a fun short video directed to those folks who are new to the format and to those who may be sitting on the fence. You know, they still have a player sitting up on a shelf upstairs and haven't decided if they want to start using it or not. The experts in the Laserdisc Forever group, they certainly already know this trick. It's an inexpensive trick to picture quality improvement. And a big shout out to Sam the Culture Dog Hatch. I was watching one of his videos a while back and I saw his Panasonic DVDR hooked up to his Laserdisc player for picture improvement. And so I decided to give it a try, and lo and behold, it worked. There's definitely better techniques for enhancing pick quality of your Laserdisc system, but you know, using a DVR is, in my opinion, the most cost effective. These recorders typically run from $10 to $30 depending on where you find them, and I think my dad paid $15 for my Panasonic, and it works like a charm. Um, I think Peter Biancardi said it best in one of his videos. You know, the journey isn't about trying to convert Laserdisc into DVD or Blu-ray or 4K, because that's just not possible. But what some of us are trying to do is squeeze every bit of information from the disc and attempting to process it in such a way that Laserdiscs have a rightful place in our home theater systems, that, you know, so that we enjoy watching them on our more modern equipment. So I hope you enjoyed this how-to video, and as Sam says, keep them shining.